Welcome to Lesson 2. Here we'll look at surface area. Now, surface area is the sum of the area of all faces or surfaces of a solid, and it is measured in square units. So if an object is measured in centimeters, then the area would be expressed in centimeters squared. Now let's look at this cube. Cube is a three-dimensional object where each side or each face is made up of a square. Now the surface area is the area of each square added together. And there are 6 faces all together. There's the front and the back, the top and the bottom, and the 2 sides. Now some of the formulas we're going to be using in this section are area equals length times width, which is used for rectangles and squares, and area equals base times height divided by 2 for triangles. Now a prism is a three-dimensional object that has 2 parallel congruent bases. So it's the same shape on 2 sides. So think of a rectangular prism. The top and the bottom are both rectangles. So an example of rectangular prism you might see is a tissue box. A triangular prism would have triangles on 2 of the sides. So let's look at this tent. Here we have a triangle here, and then another triangle on the back. Now in order to find the surface area of these prisms, we're going to be drawing nets. And a net is a 2-dimensional view of a 3-dimensional shape. So we kind of take it apart and unfold it, so we can see how many sides and what figures we have. So for example, let's break down the triangular prism. Now if we look at that tent, we know that there's a rectangle on the bottom. Now the front, there is a triangle. So if I fold that down, look like this. Do the same for the triangle in the back. Think of unfolding that. Now think of this side here being unfolded, so that would be over here. And then we have the other side that will fold down and then look like this. So this is a net of the triangular prism. So in order to find the area, we can find the area of the 2 triangles, and then we have 3 rectangles, and we add it all together. So now let's match some nets with the 3D shape. So first example, we have a triangular prism. So we're looking for a net that has 2 triangles and 3 rectangles. So looking at the nets on the right, I see that that matches with this one down here. And the second one is a cube. So we're looking for an object that has 6 squares. So that matches with this figure right here. Now the third figure, something what we call a pyramid, but let's look at what it consists of. On the bottom, we have a rectangle. And on the sides, we have 4 triangles. So you see that that would match with this net up here. And then the bottom figure is a cone that is made up of a circle in the bottom. And then we have a curved section. So that would look like this when it was unfolded.